Ever feel like you're grinding day in and day out, but not making the advancement that you want to see? Do you feel that when you make a leap at work, sometimes your health slips, or maybe you're spending less time with family? All of us are trying to be the best programmers that we can, chasing higher salaries so that we can provide for our loved ones, all while trying to feel fulfilled with the work that we do. You always tell yourself, now is the time. I'll make everything work. But after a few months, one thing falls through the cracks, and then another, and then another, and soon enough, you're right back at where you started. So the question is, how can we balance all aspects of our life? How can we thrive in our work, health, and relationships all at the same time? That's where The 3 Alarms by Eric Partaker comes in. The book covers topics such as what our championship proves, how the Pareto principle can drive actions, and how much impact can a weekly review really have. By answering these questions, we can get a deeper look in how to be our best, well-rounded self. Picture a stool to represent you in your life. Health, work, and relationships are the 3 legs of the stool that provide stability and meaning to our lives. Remove a leg, and the stool becomes unbalanced. Remove 2, and life will become very wobbly and almost impossible to sit on. In order to remain stable and keep our lives together, we must maintain the strength of each leg. As programmers, we're not able to problem solve the best if we're on 3 hours of sleep or we're battling relationship problems at home. All of the factors outside of your work life end up finding their way back into your day-to-day job. Each leg of the stool must be given proper attention every day of the year. The real challenge, though, is learning how to concentrate fully on one area of your life at a time. When you're at the gym, you may start to think about work. And when you're at work, you may start to think about anything other than work. And when you finally get home, you may think about a work assignment that you have due the next day. You want to change this, but how? The key to building lasting habits is focusing on identity change first. Your current behaviors are a reflection of your current identity. What you do presently is a mirror image of the person that you believe that you are, either consciously or subconsciously. To change your behavior, you need to start believing new things about yourself. Eric Partaker accomplishes this through a method of setting 3 alarms. Each alarm categorizes the best self-identity of who you want to be all the way up until the next time block. As the day goes by and the alarms go off, you'll be reminded of what your goals are and the identity that you want to be. You're not just eating healthy food. You're a person that eats healthy. I found the idea interesting, but would it really work for a programmer? At 6 a.m., the world champion fitness alarm goes off. Throughout the time between when I'm waking and until my next alarm goes off, I treat the hours as if I can lift a car. Overall, my strength improved, my weight dropped, and I started feeling better about my body. I was ready to be the best programmer that there ever was. 8:30 rolls around. The world's best coder alarm goes off. As I walked into my office and sat down at my desk, the alarm caused me to think, what would the world's best coder work on today? In my best coder persona, I started to focus only on the core tasks that mattered. The Pareto principle states that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of the consequences come from 20% of the causes. To a programmer, I sought to identify 20% of code functionality that would impact 80% of my end result. This would mean working on the core algorithms behind my product, not just focusing on animations and little thrills. My impact increased. My documentation increased. Why? Because I was the world's best coder. 6 p.m. rolled around and my world's most reliable friend and partner alarm went off. On the drive home, the alarm made me ask myself, who do I want to be when I walk through that door? Am I going to be the kind of person that lets work weigh them down for the rest of the day? The person whose frustrations of a job get let loose on the people around them? No. I wanted to be the kind of person that you know is always listening to you. No matter the time of day, no matter what happens, I wanted to be that partner and friend for the people around me. I used this concept day in and day out for months. It's so simple that it almost sounds like garbage. My first thoughts were probably similar to yours. Yeah, okay, I'll just be a different person. But I at least wanted to give it a shot. Being reminded of what my core values were once a day just kept them very present in my mind. And honestly, just made me feel more productive. My weight dropped 10 pounds. My project started to grow. And currently, I feel closer to my partner now more than ever. In life, some things that actually work may seem silly, but hey, you never know what goofy thing can completely change your mindset. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.